Meredith is, while you drop lies, I'm dropping the beat.
I love how in Heather's confessional, she says it's like a science fair, but no one did their work.
Exactly.
So good. Too funny. She's unhinged. She's out of her mind. Because that's how she was acting, like a crazy person.
Welcome to We Wine Whenever. Grab your glass and join 3 Jersey Shore housewives, Wendy, Kelly, and Lori, as they dive into everything from Bravo drama to life's everyday chaos. It's unfiltered, it's hilarious, and it's the real talk you've been waiting for, from relationship to pop culture. We drink wine whenever, and we hope you do too. Don't forget to subscribe and give us a 5-star review. Cheers! Hey, welcome to We Wine Whenever. I'm Wendy.
I'm Kelly.
And I'm Lori.
We are talking about Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Season 6, Episode number 3. The new taglines came out.
What's the name of the episode?
Dismissed.
There you go. Okie dokie.
Yeah.
Which, if you watched it on Peacock, it was very confusing today because it had this as episode 6 because they have the Watch What Happens lives in there.
Oh, I didn't even notice
And
that.
I was like, there's no way this is episode 6. I'm like, maybe 3. I actually thought it was 2.
It's 3. That is
Right,
confusing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it
didn't
was
even notice.
confusing.
Yeah, so Heather's tagline is, my nest is almost empty and this bird is ready to soar.
I
So,
think that's cute
It's
for
cute.
her.
Yeah.
It's all right. Meredith is, while you drop lies, I'm dropping the beat.
No,
God, that's awful.
no. And her
No.
DJing is no.
Because
No.
first of all, no, you're not.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's a big
You
no.
are not.
And okay,
Yeah.
I'm done now.
Horrible.
Okay. Bronwyn's, if my closet had skeletons, at least they'd be well dressed.
I like that.
I like that one.
She's not lying.
Angie's is, I'm Greek and the rest are just tragedy.
Mind that.
I don't mind it, but no, come on with the Greek.
Listen,
I'm-
we'll talk about
get
this
it.
later.
You're
We'll
Greek.
talk about this later. But
All right.
that's how the Greek people are.
I know. And listen, God bless her for being proud of her heritage.
They're very into being Greek. They're into
Yeah,
it.
and
Like
that's nice.
uber
That's nice.
into it.
Yeah.
Whitney's, roses are redheads, violets are blue. Don't come for me or I'll come for you. No. Mary's is, I'm just here to eat, drink, and be merry.
Love it.
I like hers. I like hers.
Did you see on Watch What Happens Live that's actually left over from last year?
Yes, I did see that.
Yeah, Andy said put it
And
back.
Andy wanted to bring it back,
Yeah, I
right?
love it.
Yeah. Lisa's is, I don't go low, I go the distance.
Nope, you go low, girl. You go.
You know
She
what,
just-
though? It's actually a good tagline for her. It's very catchy because of that scene where she's like, I want you to go the distance with her security.
Ugh.
I mean, I think it's catchy for her. But I agree. She does go low.
It's cringy,
Yeah.
just like her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially this episode.
Please.
Yes. So we start out with Lisa getting ready for an event that she's having. And she's going over the list of the talent that are going to be there. And this evening it's going to be Steve Carroll, Jason Schwartzman, and Corey Smith and Ramsey Youssef.
The only one I know is Steve Carell.
Me too. I didn't know the other ones.
And can I tell you that first segment of her,
Mm-hmm.
she said like 15 times.
She says like a lot.
15 times. I counted them because all of a sudden she starts saying it, and then I'm not even paying any attention to whatever else she's saying because now I'm counting the likes. So anything that she said in between that was like just la 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 la, like la 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 la, like la 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 la, like. So I don't know what Lisa talked about in that first segment, but I will tell you that there were 15 likes.
Likes.
That's
15.
interesting. And people keep saying she's blinking more. She blinks a lot.
yes,
I don't
Definitely
know.
She definitely blinks a lot. She does. I've noticed that as well. Because
I told you before, I can't stand wearing false eyelashes, and she always has them on, and that could be why she blinks so much.
Maybe.
It could be. Lisa says, I don't think the other girls in this group understand who I work with and what I do.
Oh, please.
They-
Well, listen.
Listen, no one understands when you run big businesses.
Yeah.
I mean, Heather has Beauty Lab.
She's doing really big things. She
Yeah, I
told
mean-
you that. You need to listen,
mean-
Kelly.
Yeah, I mean, Heather's got Beauty Lab, and she's opened up like multiple, right?
Yes.
Not only that,
That's a pretty big business.
not only that, Heather has done that after being divorced, excommunicated, raising
Yeah.
children on her own, being depressed in her bed and writing books. Not that
2
I'm some big
books.
Heather fan,
Yeah.
but I'm just
Yeah.
saying, girl, Heather, don't let Lisa push you down because you're doing really big things yourself.
No, and they flashed back to that lunch, and Heather did say, "You
Yeah.
are not. Your life is not that different." So
Yeah.
she did stick up to her. I was happy to see that. I'm liking Heather this season more than I have other seasons,
Yeah. She also let us know that she has 6 lawyers.
which I'm pretty sure we knew on the bus when Jen Shah got.
Yes. Yes.
You know, I was thinking about that today. They didn't actually. Jen Shah left before the SWAT team got there, right?
correct. Because she got the
They
phone
didn't
call.
arrest her right there.
No.
Okay.
No. No, because they got the phone call.
Yeah.
So
I
then
wonder who
we
called her. You think Coach Shah called her?
No, I think
The assistant?
I think the assistant. So 2 days earlier, we see Lisa talking to Amy. Amy, the
Amy, the socialite.
Who now
so
I believe
funny.
does want to be on the show, by the way.
I believe so.
yes,
I believe she wants to be on the show now.
yeah, I think so. Yes, because we have another appearance with Amy. So she's telling her about what she has planned for the Blue Sky Lodge. She's going to invite some of the ladies there to go skeet shooting. And then after skeet shooting, she's going to invite the other ladies to join them for her lunch.
The B team.
The D team.
D team. I thought it was
Oh,
the
I
B
thought she
team.
said B2.
I thought
I
No,
thought she
D-
called them the A team and they were the B team.
No, they were the
the
D.
D team.
Ow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe they're the Dick Suckers team.
D's are maybe
And they'd
that's
be
what
the GD team, the gout dick suckers.
Yeah.
Then we see Bronwyn and Todd are out to eat and they're talking about their day. We find out that Bronwyn went to visit her dad. So she shares a lot in her confessional. I had no idea that, her father's had Alzheimer's for 10 years and it was a long time. And then her mom and dad had to move in with her recently because her mother had brain surgery, emergency surgery, and they had lived in California prior to all this going on. So her mom is going to be fine. She had the surgery and she's going to make a full recovery, but they had to put her father in a memory care unit because he just needs 24-hour care and it was just too much for them. But her mom is going to be staying with her now full time, which is a huge, huge thing. I mean, especially considering.
on top of having your daughter and her boyfriend there at the same time. Like you just went from
Yes.
2, well, maybe I guess 3 people to 5 people.
Right.
And
Right.
not the 2 extra people are, I mean, obviously they're part of your family, but it's not your immediate circle.
Right. Exactly.
It's not easy.
No, and not only that, I mean, let's think about it. It's not like she's had some great relationship with her parents. It's not like her mom's her bestie and moving in.
No.
I don't think her parents are very
we
nice to
clearly
her.
find out in this conversation that she's striving for her mother's approval, and she wants her mother's approval on her. Oh, not this conversation, but later in the
Yeah.
episode. Yeah, so you're right. It's not like
I'm just saying in
Yeah.
general, it's not like some great situation right from the bat because her mother's obviously has not been supportive of her whole life. And now Bronwyn's in the position where she's has to take care of her. So it's just, I'm sure it's just a very weird dynamic.
Yeah, but she does take the opportunity to really thank Todd for his support financially and, being there and changing his work schedule to accommodate her parents,
Yeah.
because, that's a big thing to take on. And then Todd asks how the conversation went with Meredith. And she said, she feels like Meredith can relate to her because I remember, I think it was 2 seasons ago, or was it 3 seasons ago, where Meredith's father had passed away. Maybe it was 3 seasons ago.
God, I forgot about that.
Yeah, so Meredith had a situation where her father was ill and he had passed away. So,
Oh, I totally forgot about that.
yeah, so she feels like Meredith and her kind of bonded a little bit on that. But, she does bring up about Lisa because she wanted to get Heather's take on, Lisa, because obviously Meredith and Lisa are very close. And Todd tells Bronwyn, like, you don't need to be bothered with them. Like, you don't need to waste your time. And
Yeah,
Bronwyn,
like he doesn't understand why she cares so much by the way Lisa feels about her, but
right. He doesn't get it.
and what Lisa has said about her is unforgivable, Todd says.
I like Todd Father for that. I like that he's like, you know what? No, fuck her. No, like cut off at the knees. No, she's out. I'm done. Like he's like, washing his hands.
Yeah.
I like him.
I like that too because he's not the type he's not gonna go somewhere where Lisa is and make a scene or make her
No.
feel uncomfortable, make anybody feel uncomfortable. But in this scene, we clearly see he's got his wife's back, and, that's the best thing you could say to her, like, "Who the fuck cares if she
Mhm.
likes you or
Yeah,
not?" But
yeah, who
Bronwyn
cares?
obviously does.
Right.
Yeah, well,
I wonder
Bronwyn,
how old Bronwyn is because I feel like it comes with age. The older you get, the less you care if people like you.
Most definitely. Oh,
I
most
wonder how
definitely.
old she is.
Remember,
I think she's
40s, right?
40. I wanna say she's
Okay.
about 40 because I think Gwen is, like, what, 20? Or
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
no.
think
we'll
so.
give her 10 years, and she won't care if Lisa likes her or
No,
not.
I don't give a
Yeah,
shit.
I mean, she does seek approval from Lisa. She doesn't like to, not be liked, and, Todd says to her, "Well, there's plenty of people that don't like you," and she's like, "What do you mean?" And he's like, "Well, on Facebook," and she's like, "Oh, no, you mean Instagram." Yeah, I do get a lot of nasty comments.
So do we.
So do we.
Yeah, that's
And
alright. You know what?
we don't really care either. We really
Exactly.
don't care.
No, because we're old, we're past it.
We don't
That's
care.
right.
We don't care.
That's right.
Some call us old hags at that.
Yeah, there you
As
go.
much as they possibly can.
Mhm. Whatevs.
Yep. Then we see Angie goes over to her dad's house and she brings him fruit and an orchid. We've seen her dad a lot on the show. This is the first time we've seen him in his house. I mean, he's 89 years old and it appears that he lives alone in that house, which
Yeah.
God bless.
that's impressive. That's impressive.
something else. I thought my
Yeah.
dad was alive at 82 or 84, ever how old he is,
Yeah.
living on a
Yeah.
boat by himself. I thought that was a lot.
Not only living on a boat, but driving it from Florida up to
But
Jersey,
and all over the
back
place.
down to the Carolinas by
Mhm.
himself.
By
Yeah.
himself. Yeah.
Like, God bless him.
Yeah, I'm
He's
telling you.
badass, your dad.
He's
Yes.
badass. But
He
listen,
is.
Angie's father's pretty badass too. I mean, he lived through some serious shit.
He did.
We didn't know what he talked about here, but we already knew that Angie's mom was an alcoholic, and she's one of 7.
Mhm.
So her father, as a married man, had to care for his 7 children because of his wife's illness. So that alone is something to be acknowledged about. But this is crazy what he says when he was a little boy. But listen, that's probably where he got his perseverance from
Mhm.
and his strength.
Yep.
Yeah, because he brings out some old photos and he starts telling Angie when he was 7, the Germans came into the village and they burned everything down. And they wound up moving to the US with the clothes on their back. So that just tells you what this man is made of, right?
Yeah.
Angie tells him that, she really feels like a calling for Greece. Like she really feels like that's her homeland, even though obviously she wasn't born there, but she did go there with, her father and she saw how he reacted to it. And she really wants to pass this on to Elektra. And, we see later Elektra really has no desire to go
She's
to
you know
Greece.
what? She's too young. Give her a little
She's
time
a 13-year-old girl.
give her a little
Yeah.
time and she'll be into it. She'll be into
For
I
it.
agree.
sure.
I
For
agree.
sure. This was such a nice scene, though, with Angie and her dad. I loved it.
It was a nice
I
scene.
loved it.
I was surprised, though, that she didn't tell him that she was going to go for her citizenship. Like, I was surprised when she had this conversation with him, like, she waits and tells Heather that later.
Maybe he knew already. Maybe she probably
That's
talked
what
to him
I was
about it
thinking.
already. Yeah.
Yeah, that's possible. That's possible.
Yeah.
So when Angie says every year when the roses come up reminds her that she has had another year with her dad, I'm going to cry now. Oh my God. Just
Yeah.
that's the thing that if I'm going to watch Housewives, that's what I
Yeah.
like to see.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because it brings you back to a place that you can
Please,
relate
'cause
to. Right.
My dad's leaving tomorrow and he's 82. And every time he leaves, is that going to be the last time I see him?
Right.
Yeah.
It's,
Exactly.
so I get it.
Yeah, exactly. Then we see Bronwyn's mom, Muzzy. I don't know. How do you get that nickname? Muzzy?
Oh, it's cute. I don't know. I don't know what her name is.
She's not cute.
Like,
Marge. Her name is Marge.
okay. I mean, we have 2 neighbors. I don't want to say well, you guys don't know who I'm talking about, obviously. But they're older. They raise their kids here. And her nickname's Shotzi.
But Shotzi I've heard that name so many times. I believe
You have?
Yes, I believe it's an Italian
Okay.
thing. I have heard
Okay.
that several times. Yes. So it's not.
Okay. Because I know her name. I know her maiden name, and I'm like, like where,
No, I think it's.
I know where her husband got his name from. It's very self-explanatory, but they both go by nicknames in the neighborhood.
I think it's a very Italian like nickname.
Okay. But so that's my point was like,
Yeah,
it
so
could be from anything, Muzzy,
Muzzy, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So Muzzy's sitting there doing her search a word.
And she
And
looked pretty good after brain surgery, I gotta tell you.
yes, she did. And I thought that was good that she was doing that because that's what you need to do is you need to
Well,
work
they
your
probably told
brain.
her to do that. Yeah,
Yep.
that's probably
Yeah.
part of her therapy. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. And that's when we find out that, her house is still in Northern California and she's trying to go through all the stuff and sort out what she's selling and what she's, getting rid of. And I can't imagine what that task is like, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah.
Especially considering Bronwyn said it was her childhood home, and there's boxes there that she has not opened in 25 years. And initially when she said that, I'm like, well, if you haven't opened it in 25 years, you don't need it, is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Right? But then when
Mhm.
Bronwyn asked her, she's like, well, this was from your dad's office, and he's not here. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, like she's got to decide if she could throw away her husband's things because listen, he's never going to know what it is. He's never going to even know she did it. But that's such a
Horrible.
final move.
Yes.
Yes.
That's hard.
Bronwyn,
It's interesting that they were talking about how where he's at in his brain, that Bronwyn's still in college, but then also that Gwen is a little girl. I guess he goes back and forth,
Yeah,
right?
you go back on when that disease, you go back and forth. And
Yeah.
I feel bad for Bronwyn because that's gotta be just dredging everything up, especially that our father's stuck in that time frame, like she said, when,
he
it
was
wasn't
disappointed
She
in
wasn't
her.
the most proud of herself.
Right. And he was disappointed in her.
Right.
And I
Right.
agree with you. That's totally a horrible place to be stuck. It's a horrible place.
Yeah. Yeah.
And her mom says, well, he just, wants what's best for you. Well, obviously that's what he wants, but it still doesn't make her feel any better.
No, and how about what was best for Bronwyn's, mental health all these years that you as her parents treated her that way? To me,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. And then Bronwyn says, well, I just took a longer route to get, to where I was going. And her mom says, well, you couldn't have got there without Todd.
Shut up. I wanted to yell on the
I-
TV. Shut
Here's
up.
the thing. Don't we remember, didn't Bronwyn have her own career prior to
Yes.
meeting Todd?
Yes, she
Yes.
did. Yes,
Yes.
she
So
did.
that's a really shitty thing to say.
I think her mom's a shitbag. That's what I think.
Ooh.
I am not a fan at all. Not a fan at all.
She is not a
No.
fan.
Listen,
No, I can
if
see that.
if you treat your daughter like that when she's in such a young age and such a predicament and you have the money and everything else to take care of her and your grandchild and you treated her that way and now she's you're living in her house and her husband's on his dime paying for your shit. No,
Well, it's just a very misogynistic thing to say to a woman that she
Horrible.
wouldn't be where she is without her husband.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
No, quite honestly, no matter what the situation is. You know what I mean?
But
Like
the situation itself
care
makes
what
it
she
all
was
the
doing. Yeah. I mean, it's really that was hard to hear.
And wouldn't you be mortified to be on that show? She's sitting there like, she did everything right. Like she was sitting there like she was the mother of the year. She should be
I wonder if
mortified.
she even wanted to film. I bet you Bronwyn asked her to film. I wonder if she even wanted to film.
She should be embarrassed.
Maybe she is.
I don't think so at all.
But didn't seem it. You're right. It didn't seem
You
it.
know what, though? I think a lot of times on these shows, people don't realize how they come off until they watch it back. So
For
maybe
sure.
after this season, she'll have a little bit of reflection and, she'll see herself back and see the audience's reaction to the words that she said. I mean, because
Hopefully.
Bronwyn in her confessional says, she's made these snide remarks before, but unfortunately, Bronwyn still seeks her approval. I mean, it's her mother. It's her mother.
Yeah. So, like Wendy said, hopefully, if anything else, seeing Bronwyn's confessional.
Yeah.
if that alone gets her to stop making those snide remarks, it's a win.
I agree. But those were harsh words to hear. Then we see Angie goes over to Heather's house, and Heather's turning what she's calling her old storage room, which looks to me like a beautiful sunroom.
Yes.
All those windows, how gorgeous was that
Yes.
room?
Yes.
Very
Yeah.
pretty.
I'd have my dining room table in that room.
Very pretty.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know where it is in the house, but or I would have had that set up like like she said, like to read in.
Well,
to
that's what she's going to
be
do now.
creative. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's
Yeah.
a gorgeous room. When I saw that room, the view and those windows and the light.
Gorgeous.
Yeah. So she's going to be creating her creative office because for the past 8 years, she's, in her confessional, she spent it in bed, basically, like, running her businesses from her bed, writing her 2
Yeah.
books from her bed because she's been carrying this load by herself all this time. That
Yeah.
it'll be good that can now be her bedroom, can actually be her love den, and this can be her office/creative space. And we also find out that she's got a 3rd book deal, which is good. I'm happy for her.
Yeah.
I'm happy for
I
Heather.
haven't read any of her books.
Well,
I haven't read anything either.
me neither.
I'm gonna go online and see if they're at the library and then ask my little friend.
I'm
That's a
sure
good idea.
the little librarian assistant will get it for you.
Yes.
And then Angie tells Heather about, how she wants to become a Greek citizen. And she tells her about Elektra too. And Heather kind of has the perspective because she's raised 3 daughters and, she's obviously still raising them. She explains it to her, like, this is the age, like, you're going to
Yeah.
get past this. It's going to
Yeah.
be fine.
She's not at 13. She's thinking about boys and her friends, and
Yeah.
nonsense at school. She's not thinking about becoming a Greek citizen
No.
or going to be impressed about somebody else doing it.
No.
Right. Then Heather tells Angie, they're talking about Amy's party, that Lisa thinks that she lives a different life than we do. And Angie's like, yeah, no, I don't think so. Blue Sky Lodge.
How about when she said she was going to Ben Affleck's premiere party, but then she was posting AI pics from a hotel room?
I don't know if they were AI.
They looked AI-ish. I think that's what she was saying.
I mean, so we do find out, I guess, on Watch What Happens Live that she went to a movie premiere, but she didn't meet them.
No, please.
Like, so big deal. You got invited to a movie premiere. Don't you run some parties at Sundance Festival? Why wouldn't we think you got invited to a premiere? You, along with 100 other people who were just invited to go sit in a folding chair and watch a movie.
Well, this is the thing with Lisa, and I felt like this kind of just totally summed it up. On Watch What Happens Live, they had a guest on. So it was Lisa and then this...
I didn't even know who he was.
He's
a hockey player?
Yeah, NHL player. Okay, so
Who wrote a book.
Oh,
So
right.
there was like a little interactive thing with him, and he had to guess if Lisa met these different famous people. And so the question was, did she meet a boy band? And
Yeah.
she said yes. And Andy was like, so like you like, where'd you meet? And she goes like, well, I was at the concert in the front row and I was singing and they looked at me and they were singing with me. And Andy's like, that doesn't mean you met them.
No.
But in her mind, she's so
they're besties.
extra.
Yeah.
That of course she met them. That's why it's like perfect. It's like it explains her in a nutshell.
That was just a great thing to come out during Watch What Happens Live because it came out so organically and just proves
it's perfect. It's Lisa.
You're not friends with them. You don't know them. Listen, I have a friend whose daughter grew up with Tess. She's a huge New Kids on the Block fan. And she goes to all of their concerts and she does go backstage and she has become friends with them. Like she's actually she's in videos with Donnie Wahlberg and who's he married to?
Jenny McCarthy.
Yeah,
McCarthy. Thank you. She put a tattoo on her. He said something about a tattoo. She got the tattoo. Like she puts videos up of her with them. She knows them. Lisa Barlow does not.
No.
Stop it.
No.
That's all I have to say. Stop it.
So then we see them at the Blue Sky Lodge doing the skeet shooting, and Lisa invited Meredith, Heather, Mary, and Amy to go skeet shooting.
Did you see how when they were doing like the little setup of when Lisa was getting ready to shoot, and it was kind of like a little grainy, and a little black and white. It was like very a la Hunting Wives.
I have the exact same thing written down.
Very a la
Very
Hunting Wives.
reminiscent of Hunting Wives.
I thought that was like a little.
Yes.
I'm going to say this, though. I appreciate the production of Salt Lake City, because what we do not have, and Wendy and I have discussed this about OC, is where so-and-so and so-and-so are having a conversation, and then they flash to so-and-so and so-and-so having a conversation, and then they flash back to the first one, and then to the second one. And that we do not have that on Salt Lake City, and I appreciate it because I am too old to follow along.
The bouncing ball. Yes.
Yes.
The bouncing ball.
Yes. So then after they do their little skeet shooting, they go to meet the ladies that are there for lunch. And the lunch group, which is group D, is Angie, Whitney, Brittany, and Bronwyn.
Now, were you all surprised that Brittany wasn't part of the A team, since she and Lisa are supposedly besties?
I was a little surprised, but she's an interrupter. So, I don't know that I would have brought her there either.
And
Right?
I'm
I wouldn't
usually
bring her anywhere.
Yeah,
I
no.
just
Yeah.
think it's interesting because
No.
she's like supposed to be Lisa's bestie.
Yeah. And I usually am not a big fan of. I'm a Bronwyn fan, but I'm usually not a big fan of her wardrobe. But I loved her ensemble that she wore to that lunch. I thought it was absolutely beautiful.
I don't even
I
remember
don't
what
remember
she had
what
on.
she's
It
wearing.
was, see, there you go. That means it was good. It was just this beautiful pink outfit, light pink outfit with a matching pink. It was just very understated and elegant and beautiful. I loved it.
I got to look it up.
You can look it up. It's
I
very
do
pretty.
too.
Very pretty.
I do too. So they get into the lunchroom, and Lisa has all the poster boards set up on easels.
She
and the
got a
ladies walk
discount
in.
at Staples.
Yeah.
She sure did.
The ladies walk in, and they're all just like, what is going on?
Best.
What in the actual F?
Yeah. I mean, Mary in her confessional said, well, I'm confused. I'm going to stay confused, and I will leave confused.
And I'll leave
I was
confused.
like, you're not the only one, Mary. You are
Yeah.
not the only one.
How about that picture of Lisa and John on the yacht?
Oh my
Well-
God.
Like, how far away was that picture? And why do you have a picture of you on a yacht? Like,
Well, on Watch What
who gives
Happens
a-
Live, Lisa said that the poster boards were photos on the poster boards, and the lunch was to remind them that she does big things.
oh my God.
I was dying laughing.
As if none of the other ones have been on yachts, though. I mean, I have
Yeah.
not been on a yacht.
No.
But I would imagine that Mary Cosby has been on a yacht. Or if Mary Cosby wanted to be on a yacht,
She would be on a
she could. Mary and her husband ran a huge church. I mean, there's been allegations, but they are just that, allegations. But I mean, when we came into this show, season 1, I honestly thought Mary was the most wealthy out of all of them.
Oh, you didn't think I thought Jen Shaw was. The way she was
'cause-
living.
No, because you could see
It was all smoke and mirrors.
Yes, exactly. You could tell that it was all smoke and mirrors.
Yeah.
But I thought Mary was the most wealthy. I still do.
Could be.
Because wealth whispers and Mary whispers.
That is
Lisa's
true.
screaming it from the mountaintops.
Yes.
So I
With
still
a
think Mary's
bullhorn.
the most
With
wealthy.
a bullhorn.
Exactly. Exactly.
I loved it when Lisa announced it was a picture of her and John courtside at the Jazz game, and Bronwyn looks over at the picture. She's like, those are not courtside seats. Those are not folding chairs on the floor. And she was absolutely right. I was like-
100% right. Which
Yep.
Eric and I always talk about that. We're like, how do these people spend that much money? I understand courtside must be extremely exciting, but he would never sit for 3 hours in a folding chair.
No.
He
Right.
doesn't care
No,
whose
Mary.
sweat is landing on him when they
Right.
come off the court.
Right.
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 Like, it's crazy, but Bronwyn was 100% right.
Lisa looks over at Meredith and she's like, oh, I thought you would appreciate this. Meredith?
Did you see how Meredith was like,
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah, because what she said is 100% true. Those exhibits would not be used in a courtroom.
no.
Right.
With
Right.
dismissed across the. There's
Right.
one dismissed stamp, and it's normally up in a corner on a pleading.
So Lisa said, today's all about me. Shock.
Again,
Imagine that.
another meal sponsored by Lisa, and the theme is Lisa.
And the theme's like, yeah.
Right. So then Angie asked, like, what is this supposed to prove? Like, you invited us here to read this? And Lisa said, yes, I did. And Whitney's like, well, we already read it. That's how we know about it. Like, what are you talking about? I love that she said that.
And she says something about them spending an extra $25 to find out that the lawsuits were dismissed. That's,
My
I mean,
goodness.
listen, you look up a lawsuit, you look up a lawsuit.
I love how in Heather's confessional, she says it's like a science fair, but no one did their work.
Exactly.
So good. Yep.
Too funny.
So then Bronwyn says, well, they're dismissed because you paid them back or because they were fake. And Lisa said, dismissed because none of your effing business.
Right. So
Yeah,
she
but-
couldn't answer the question.
How could
So
it be none of her business when you invited her here with all the shit on the boards?
Right.
Great point.
This was the clarity lunch. This is where you were supposed to provide clarity. Right.
Exactly.
What? No. Angie said, I'm going to ask some questions that will help you shut it down about some of the things that look strange. And she starts firing off questions. People read that you have another man's credit card in your wallet. The man paid your car off. The man paid for your remodel in your home. You owe him $118,000.
Can you give this man my phone number?
I know,
Yeah.
right?
Eric won't even mind.
No, not at all.
Give him a new driveway and he's on board.
He's good. He's good.
Mary said, none of this is true. And Lisa said, no. She said, you don't have a credit card that's got your name on it. And then Amy jumps in and said, well, in fairness, they were in business together. So it would have been a business card. Now, we did not need to hear that from Amy. Like, is this the time for her to jump in? Because, by the way, you know who didn't jump in? Is Meredith.
Is Meredith.
Meredith did not jump in. Her good friends.
Yeah.
And then she says, well, no, they've not been dismissed yet, but they're denied. And Bronwyn's like, you're denying the claim. That doesn't mean it's dismissed. Like those words, dismissal and denied, they're not interchangeable. But Lisa just like, she doesn't get it.
No.
She thinks if she gets louder and more obnoxious, that what she's saying will be true. Like
I
it's-
have in my notes, this is very Tamara behavior.
Yes.
Very much Tamara behavior. If I get loud and I start acting, swinging my
Erratic.
arms around and erratic,
Right.
I win. It's
Yes.
very Tamara-like behavior.
She was acting very unhinged. Like
Very much so.
unhinged. I was like,
Yeah.
girl, you need to just back it up.
And then, of course, she does what every housewife does. Bronwyn is obsessed with talking about me. No, Lisa, you sought out that jeweler. You exposed Bronwyn on the reunion for not actually buying that piece of jewelry she said she did. So you dug up something on Bronwyn. So now Bronwyn is going to retaliate by digging something up on you and bringing it up on camera. This is Housewives.
Right, but
This is it.
this is it. Did Bronwyn actually dig it up? Or did she open the newspaper and say,
the Tribune.
that's
Yeah,
interesting?
I mean, I'm
Read
sure
it.
it didn't take much.
Read it and then look it up online. It wasn't like she went out of her way to find some shit about Lisa.
And
Girl, open the paper.
maybe, Lisa, if you weren't an asshole to Bronwyn, she wouldn't have done this. But you made the choice to be an asshole and humiliate her on the reunion. This is Housewives.
Actually, Lisa was supposed to be Bronwyn's friend. That's the reason Bronwyn
right.
was even there. Because
Yeah, but we
they were
said
friends.
it last week. I think that it came down to Lisa making a choice, staying in good graces with the rich family of the guy who Bronwyn had, got pregnant.
Yeah.
So
Once that connection was made for Lisa about that's whose kid it was, she bailed there.
She had to cut ties. She had to cut
bailed there.
ties.
Yeah.
I tried to do some digging to try and find out who that family is because someone in one of our comments said that they heard the rumor was that the family was related to Mitt Romney. I could not find anything that said that. That's just
Interesting.
something put in our comments because I did try and do some digging after I saw that comment. I was like, oh, I wonder
Yeah.
if that's anything, but I seriously could not find anything.
That's interesting.
Yeah. But it is definitely somebody powerful. I mean,
No,
it's
most
definitely someone.
Yes.
Yeah. So Bronwyn then says that I had to apologize to Amy at her house because you came in calling me a whore. Lisa's like, I didn't call you a whore. Bronwyn's like, you said I sucked dick for money and you called me a pig.
Basically the
Okay,
same
but she
thing.
didn't call you a whore.
Well, semantics.
But that is actually, yeah. Then she said, this is what Bronwyn said. Lisa said, you're trying to get away from the fact that your husband is a misogynistic asshole. where did that come from? Like, what did that have to do? Like, why was that brought up here? That had
I
nothing
think
That's
to
how
do.
that's how she operates. That's how she operates. She just
Yeah.
keeps throwing whatever she can out of a basket. She just throws it, and it's all about deflection. It is
I mean,
all about
first,
deflection.
And I honestly think Lisa has people telling her, like, you could say this, you could say this. I don't think Lisa's coming up with this stuff on her own. I think she's a little bit like Teresa Giudice, where she needs people in the background being like, well, you could, counter with this. I mean, she's doing big things. She's got people.
well, she definitely has people, but I mean, I don't know. Then she says, well, the only reason that you brought this up is because you got caught lying. And Bronwyn's like, I explained all this to them when we were camping. Like, she did.
She's multiple times now. She's
Right.
acknowledged that she lied.
Yes.
She's apologized.
Yes.
Listen, as a viewer, this is good enough for me.
Yeah.
Anytime I see a housewife making growth, I'm here for it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to hear about it anymore, though.
No, and Lisa's the one who keeps bringing it up.
Absolutely. And she brings up being at Ben Affleck's movie
Yes.
premiere again.
Yes.
Like, listen,
and Blake Lively's and Anna Kendrick's, just in case you missed those.
again, why is being anywhere Blake Lively is a flex right now?
It's not.
It's
No.
not a flex.
It's not.
No, it's really not.
So
No.
Just say Ben and
No.
Anna Kendrick. And Mary jumped in because Lisa started going after Angie. And Mary was like, it wasn't only Angie talking about it.
It was
we
all
were
of
all
us.
talking about it.
Yep.
That was nice to see Mary sticking up for Angie. Although we see a coming attraction, I think they get into it a little bit. But whatever. We'll get
Yeah. Angie asked her, like, what were you hoping to gain from these posters? Lisa said, I'm asking a very simple question, and it might even be a two-parter. What was your motive for talking bad about me, and what were you hoping to gain from that? And Angie's like, well, I've seen you talk about people's businesses. And she's referring to Whitney. This is what Lisa doesn't understand. Like, she thinks that she can just say whatever it is she wants about anybody. Because she is the one, her and Meredith are the one that did the Alibaba thing with Whitney's business.
They totally brought it out. They
Right.
totally brought it out. Because didn't Heather tell Whitney, were they in Vegas? They were somewhere
yes.
last year, right? Yeah, so Heather brought it out, but that's because Lisa and Meredith somehow got it to Heather. Yeah, like that was the big thing last year. We never found out who or why or how.
Right.
But they were the ones.
Right. And Whitney has explained that whole thing. She explained it. And that's one of the things I really do like about Whitney is that she is very transparent. Like,
yeah, she's an open book.
She really is. Like, if something comes up, she explains it. And, whether you believe her or not is one thing, but she doesn't try to, like, pretend like it didn't happen or act like a lunatic. And she does stand her ground, which I also like. I like that she stands her ground.
I know she went a little bit off the rails here, Whitney.
Listen, if I had to deal with Lisa Barlow, I would be like a screaming fucking freight train also. Because who could stand it?
She did get frustrated at the end. And
who could stand it?
Talking about that, at the end, Lisa was trying to insult her by calling her a redhead. And she thought she said redneck, right?
Yeah.
When she
did.
She thought she said redneck. When she realized that she said redhead and was insulting her with it, because she put it out on her post, she's like, that even makes me madder because that's the whole reason she dyed her hair red. And she put it out there like
daughter.
all the natural redheads.
That's right.
Stop it. Like, just stop it. And like, Lisa just is so immature and just continues to perpetuate stupid stuff like that.
She's that girl. She's that mean girl from high school. Lisa never grew from that mean girl in high school.
Absolutely not.
She just never grew. There's no growth. So that girl that Heather wants so desperately to be friends with, Lisa's still that girl.
She is
Who
still
the
that
fuck
girl.
would want to be friends with her?
Not me.
Yeah, because she also was attacking Angie's looks and saying that she wanted to be like Jen Shaw, that she looks like her, and she's using the same hair girl and brow girl and nail girl. And then Mary's like, that brow girl's
in
great.
The beauty industry.
Exactly.
If Angie's using someone, we should all want to use
someone, right?
Because she's in the beauty industry, so she knows who's good and who's not good. So if she's using them, there's a reason why. And I'm sure it has zero to do with Jen Shah. Maybe Jen Shah was using those people because Angie K was.
I'm sure that's
Maybe.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I'm
like
sure
how
that's
they
it.
did the flashback with the Jared and the text
And
about
the brow girl. Yes.
Yes.
And Brittany was like, brow girl.
Brittany's like,
She
wait,
was
is
trying
that?
to have her moment.
Yeah, she's like, wait, is that brow girl? And Mary's like, that brow girl's great. I was like, oh my God.
That poor waitress. She's like,
Oh.
okay, is everybody ready to order? Heather was ready to order. What did she say? It was so funny. I have it down here. Man cannot survive on poster boards alone.
Yep.
It's good. That would be me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hungry.
That's one thing about Heather. She does have really good one-liners in her
She
confessional.
really does.
She
Yeah.
does.
Most definitely.
I would like to hang out with Heather, I think. Like, I think Heather would be a really good time to go out with.
I think so. Definitely.
I
Yeah.
totally agree.
Anybody who can be on a television show and drink so much that they puke in the van, I'm down for them. I'm down for them.
I forgot about that, but I agree. As long as
I'm
I
down
don't
with
have to clean it up,
right.
I am
Then I'm
good.
Yeah. So basically, Lisa is unhinged. She's unhinged. She's out of her mind. Because
So
that's how she was acting,
yeah.
a crazy person.
She definitely was. So Whitney asked Lisa, if you're being accused of owing $400,000 and we read about it and we're tagged in about it, like, what are we supposed to do? And that's when Meredith jumps in. And I could see why. And Meredith's like, well, there's a lot of accusations about, you doesn't make them true. And Whitney's like, oh, now you decide to pipe in? Like, where were you on the camping trip? And that's.
But you know what? They flashed back, and Meredith did say
She did.
we shouldn't discuss this without Lisa.
But that's all she said.
But that's okay, because they weren't going to let it go. She said what she had to say. They weren't going to let it go. She said nothing more. What is she going to do? Stand up on the table and be like, stop talking about it? They still weren't going to stop talking about it. But she at least said that.
She did say that.
She could have gotten up and walked away.
Yeah,
but,
that's true. She did at least say that. But that's when Brittany jumps in and said, well, I was surprised that Meredith didn't say more. And then Meredith is like, starts, oh, that's funny, Brittany, coming from you, one lie after another. And Brittany's like, no, I wanted your perspective as a lawyer. No, Brittany, you just wanted to throw her under the bus. You just wanted to throw her under the bus in front of Lisa.
Exactly.
Yes.
And then Mary even jumps in and says to Meredith, no, you didn't stick up for your friend. And I was surprised because Meredith and Mary actually are friends. And I saw her on an interview recently, and she was, it might have been page 6. She was saying that she's still friends with Meredith, and she's still friends with Angie. But when she wants to do something boring, she hangs out with Meredith. If she wants to find out all the information, she hangs out with Angie.
That's funny.
I was like, that's so funny.
That's pretty funny.
So basically, Lisa's lunch did nothing but prove she's out of her mind. And I'm left feeling like, okay, well, you can do all the poster boards you want, but you're not. I never heard her say, this is not a situation where I don't owe him money.
No, she didn't.
And that's basically what Bronwyn's saying. And, again, like I said earlier, it was very Tamra-ish behavior. And my thing with Tamra is when she does act like that, I think she's guilty because that's how you act when you're guilty, right? You get defensive, you start yelling, you start trying to distract from what's really going on. And I feel like that's what Lisa was doing here today. So
when you protesteth too much.
So I think that Lisa's lawsuit is not dismissed. There's there may have been 5 to begin with. Maybe there's not 5 anymore, but this one seems to still be standing. And you could deny claims, but it doesn't mean it's dismissed.
Right.
You can put dismissed on the cover of it, but it doesn't mean that it's dismissed in the court of law.
It's very true. I mean, the end of this episode, the way she was carrying on and yelling and screaming like a lunatic and flailing her arms was just ridiculous because she's the one who set this up. She had control of this. She was supposed to have control of this.
She was supposed to. She couldn't maintain it, though.
She couldn't maintain it because honestly, what she brought was garbage. She didn't bring anything that was real.
Nothing.
She thought all these props were going to explain it away. They were just props. That's all they were. They meant nothing. They were useless.
Yeah. She explained nothing.
Yeah.
And, Whitney she definitely lost her shit at the end. I don't blame her, but I'm glad she walked away when she did. Like it seemed like she could sense herself like really,
Right.
really
She's
starting
about
to
to
lose
pummel
it.
her.
Well, because
Yep.
she walked right over to her too, and like she.
About to pummel her.
I thought she was walking out, and then she walked right over to her. And I was like, oh, but no, she did walk out.
Did you see how smug Lisa looked at the end of that though? She had a very smug look on her face.
Yeah, I did. So did Meredith, though. Meredith had the same smug look on her face.
I think Meredith always has a smug look on her face.
It's just true.
Even when she's DJing.
So
Yes.
on Watch What Happens Live, 88% of people were not on Lisa's side.
And Lisa was there, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
And when asked if they agreed that Lisa had a very different life, 93% said no. Did the poster boards win you over? 92% said no. Yeah. And for the
It's bad
tagline,
when you're there and you lose
yeah, and you're getting
polls.
roasted. Yeah. And for the taglines, Mary's won by hers was 67%. So hers got the highest of votes.
The next highest was Bronwyn's with 14%.
Yeah. And then they were talking about on Watch What Happens Live. They were talking with that Sean Avery, and they were talking about the whole gout dick thing. And Andy says, "Oh my God, I can't believe he says, well, I know my way around a dick, but I've never seen a gout dick." I was like, okay.
Funny.
Yeah, another poll question was, whose team would you rather hang out with? And Team D won by 76%.
And did you see Lisa like, yay, Team A?
Yeah.
Is that because the audience?
No.
Yes, the audience. No, the audience voted for
The
Team
audience must, yeah.
The
She's
audience.
there. Of course they're gonna ask it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm going wherever Heather is. And she has annoyed me in the past in other seasons, but I still think she'd be super fun to hang out with.
And
She's a
I'm
good
going
time girl.
wherever Lisa is not. That's where
Yes.
I'm going. That's where I'm
Yes.
going.
But it was interesting that Heather was Heather with Lisa? She must have been. So I'm not going with
No,
Heather.
you're not.
No, I'm not going with
No,
Heather.
that's
That's
what
fine.
I'm
I'll
saying.
hang out with Angie K and Mary.
Yeah.
Anywhere.
No,
that
Mary
Lisa
was
is
there.
not.
Mary was with Mary was in the first.
Lisa? Oh, I'm really
Hold
torn
on.
now.
Hold on one second. Let me give you the teams.
I have no such problem. Whatever team Lisa's on,
not
that's
on.
the team that I'm not on. It's very
Okay.
simple for me.
Okay, so yeah, it was Meredith, Heather, Mary, and Amy with
No, I'm not
Lisa.
going with them.
Yeah, so you're
I'm
going to
not
go
going
with
with them.
Angie, Whitney, Brittany. Do we have to go with Brittany? And Bronwyn.
I will have no problem being with Brittany as long as I don't have to be with Lisa.
That's a good point.
Okay. You know what? I'm with you because I can either ignore Brittany or tell her to shut up.
Or
Yes.
just let her stupidity amuse you. That's all. Just it's funny. It's funny.
So Andy also asked Lisa like about her confessional look with her eye because that got so much.
Oh yeah.
There was not really a straight answer. It was like word salad answer.
So
She
because
didn't want to throw her glam under the bus.
She didn't
but
want to
then
throw
she
her glam
did.
under the bus, but she did do a post about it. So it was her glam. It was, wasn't one eye wasn't done the same as the other eye, and she wound up redoing that confessional look. So for the rest of it, it's not gonna look like that. So she wound up reshooting it, which is good because
It was lighting also because one side of her face was much more bronzed than the other one. And you might not be able to make your eyes identical, but when you're bronzing someone's face, you're going to be even throughout the face. It's very difficult not to, unless you purposefully only do one side of the face. It was lighting also. The producers are the ones who really did her dirty because the producer should have been like, listen,
right.
There's some kind of malfunction here.
the math is not mathing. The matching is not matching. So go get fixed.
Yes, exactly. That's what they should have done.
Good call, producers. I'm so sorry, but
No, they did her dirty. They must be as fed up as the rest of America with
can
her.
you imagine working with her continuously? Oh, no.
I mean, how do those producers keep up with the big things she's doing? They must be exhausted by the end of the day. And how come we don't see the big things that you're doing? We saw you setting up a party tonight and you mentioning who was going to be there. And I get it if these celebrities don't want to be on Salt Lake City and don't want to sign a waiver or anything, but there's something else she can do to let us in on the big things she's doing. Because otherwise, then you're not a good housewife and you're not really sharing your real life.
No, I agree with that. And something else that came out on Watch What Happens Live, Sean Avery had made some comment. He was obviously Team Lisa. He had made some comment that Bronwyn was deflecting because supposedly something's coming up. And I did see online what is coming up. So Bronwyn, there was criminal charges filed against Bronwyn in 2021. Long story short is it was taken care of and it was sealed. So I think it's
It was
gonna
sealed?
It
it
was
was
sealed.
sealed. It was sealed. So I think at some point in this season it's gonna come up, and I would imagine it's gonna be Lisa that brings it up. But she can't talk about it.
If it's sealed, we'll never know what it is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We'll never know what it is, and she can't talk about it.
I believe that somewhere in Watch What Happens Live, in the interaction between the two of them, there was some kind of reference that Lisa has something to do with Sean Avery's PR, something. So I think there's a reason why he's an ass kiss.
It's on her son. Yeah, yeah. I mean, she does kind of have a PR company.
I believe that he's a client of hers because he was very skewed towards her. And I believe that that's what it is.
Well, somebody put on social media how much did she have to pay him to
Yeah.
basically side with her.
Yeah, but I
Yes.
think somehow he's a client of some kind of PR thing through her or something that she's involved with, and I, that's why he was. I think he had to be, kind of a thing, just like the audience had to vote for Lisa because she was in their faces. You know what I mean? Same
Right,
kind
she
of
was
deal.
right
Yes.
there, yeah.
Same kind of
Yes.
thing, yeah.
Yeah. So we'll have to wait and see what comes up about Bronwyn, but I think she's going to be fine because it says it was sealed. It was dismissed
Yeah, you can't talk about it then.
10 plus years ago.
Really, who gives a shit then?
Yeah, but it's weird though because then it also says on May 28th, 2021, there was a post. Oh, it was a post. Okay, no, it wasn't the actual. So it was dismissed 10 plus years ago. So I guess it was brought up in 2021, which she wasn't even on the show then. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't
There
even on
wasn't even a Salt Lake City show yet.
Well, no, we're on season 6.
Yeah, but it wasn't 10 years ago.
No, I'm saying in 2021.
Oh, in 2021. Yes.
Yeah. So we'll have to wait and see. I mean, I'm excited to see the Greece trip. I'm excited to see the cruise with Captain Jason.
Oh, I'm so excited for that.
And I'm wondering if that's in Greece. Like, I wonder if that's where they're taking the cruise. I would think possibly.
Well, yeah, he's in Greece. Well,
Is he? I don't know. I mean, it's below deck med. He could be in Greece.
he's down under. He's Australia.
Well, I don't know if he is.
Sandy's med.
Is he down under this time though?
He's always been down under. He's never been on any other franchise.
Okay, so then it's Australia then. So they must be
But
going to Greece and Australia?
Maybe. I
Or
don't
maybe
know.
it's like a guest thing and he's just coming to Greece for the
Right.
little
Right,
crossover
right,
or
right,
whatever,
right.
blah, blah, blah.
I guess we'll have to wait and see. I don't know.
I
But
wonder
I'm
if he hooks up with Heather, because I'd be here for that. Who was just talking about him?
Watch what
And
happens
they said
live.
he's yeah, not Adriana, somebody else was talking about how they were supposed to be introduced to him. Was it Luann? Lou. It was Lou.
Yes,
And she's like, he talks to a lot of Bravo girls.
he does.
At
He does.
BravoCon. He makes his rounds.
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah.
Kelly, I heard this on a podcast today that you will not be happy to hear. I forget the name of the podcast. I should have wrote it down. But anyway, they have a friend who's like very like analytical. And every time something Bravo comes out, they look at all the numbers and the stats and everything. And supposedly, Teresa has the most, what do they call it at BravoCon when they talk? Panels. She's on the most panels so far for BravoCon.
That's interesting, isn't it?
And they just released like the
schedule. They just released the schedule.
No, they just released like the playback thing of Jersey. Like it's
What do you mean the playback thing?
They just put it out.
They're
like,
rerunning it on Bravo right now.
That's what I'm trying to say. Yes.
Yep.
They're rerunning it.
They're rerunning
right
it
now.
because
Yeah.
they've been doing Potomac because it's coming out, and I just noticed today it's
That
in my
they did New
DVR
Jersey,
a
right.
shit ton of New Jersey episodes, which I've been rewatching it on Peacock.
So they were just saying how that's kind of interesting how, maybe this is a
I
sign
think
that
they're
Jersey's
trying to get a
moving
feel
along.
for it.
Yeah.
I think they're trying to get a feel for bringing her back. I don't think they were planning on doing it, but I think they're trying to get a feel for it.
So we'll see.
We
Well,
will see.
I think they're making the announcement, though, at BravoCon. I think that's where they're going to announce it,
smartest thing.
right?
So
I
it's
don't know.
only October 1st, so they have until November to make some kind of, they can pivot even if they're not filming with her now. If they want to add her back in, they just pivot and add her back in. I don't know if you saw this, but allegedly Denise Richard is allegedly put up a video of her soon to be ex-husband being physical with her.
That's no surprise.
I saw a post. Allegedly, I don't know if it's true. I don't even know if she even did it. I saw it right before we came on social media that she played a video. She posted a video of him being physical with her. Now, all I could think about was Teddy in the backyard at Kyle's house. Remember when they were all sitting down eating and she was like, "Oh, does that make you feel like a big man talking to me like that?" I wonder if they knew. Like, I wonder if he was physical with her, abusive, and they knew.
Bravo knew, you mean?
The housewives. I'm not necessarily saying the producers or anything like that. I'm just saying if the housewives knew.
Well,
If Teddy knew in that moment by saying, "Does that make you feel like a real man talking to me like that?" Sounds like something somebody would say to somebody if they were somewhat abusive with their significant other.
Right.
I mean, it could be.
I
It's
still
very-
there's a new show coming on that I want to watch on Brand with
But yeah, I
Bozma-
watched
with
it. I
Bozma.
watched.
Oh, it came on already? Oh, I want to
Yes,
watch
last night. It was on last
What
night.
is that?
Oh, I want to watch it.
It's kind of like The Apprentice. It's with Bozma and Jimmy Fallon.
And you got to do
And-
marketing.
Marketing, yes.
It's like regular people have to come up with a whole marketing campaign for like Dunkin' Donuts, and then there was one for.
I'll watch that.
Yeah. it
Yes.
looks really cool.
I watched the
I don't know
first
how we're
episode.
going to do that with all these housewives shows, but
I don't know, but it
Well-
looks cute.
Well, you can watch it. We don't have to necessarily recap it. We can
Yeah.
just
Maybe
mention
watch.
it. I mean,
I
did
mention
watch
it every
it.
5 episodes or whatever.
Yeah.
Just give a little rundown of what happened.
The first episode is Dunkin' Donuts, and
Okay.
it's a good episode. And for some reason, it said the next one's on Friday, so I think that they just put it on to premiere it on Tuesday, and they're gonna then. I think Friday's the spot for it. I don't know though. I don't know. But
I
yes,
saw
no.
it on Peacock when I went on there today, but I didn't know what it was. Bozma, though.
Yeah.
Good for her.
Yeah, I'm happy for her. I'm
Me
happy
too.
for her. All right, so I think that's it for this episode. So until next time, thank you for watching and listening. Please give us 5-star reviews and subscribe. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.